From the south side of Chicago, it's Cleveland Indians baseball tonight. Let's try this again. Indians and White Sox. Chicago taking the first game of the doubleheader. Indians with a chance to split the twin bill now here in the nightcap. Hi again, everyone. Matt Underwood alongside Rick Manning. Tough loss in game one. 7-6. The Indians lose it. The ultimate run scored because of some sloppy play defensively. Too many walks in that one inning. They battled back, made a game of it, but they fall short. Now they turn to Cody Anderson, who's only made one good start this year. Ironically, it came against this ball club in this ballpark. Hopefully he can channel that because he needs a good start tonight.
Well, let's hope so. He matched up against Chris Sale in his first start here this year. I think it was April 9th. He gave up 2 runs in 6 innings.
Yep.
He had a chance for the win, but the bullpen gave up that run. You're right. So hopefully he can come back and feel that mojo going in this ballpark. He'll be matched up against Eric Johnson, who has made 1 start. He's a 7.20 ERA. That start came against the Boston Red Sox, so we all know how that team can hit. But anyway, this is going to be game 2 of this, and the Indians need a win because after tonight, you go ahead and you're going to face a couple of tough left-handers in the last 2 games of this series. So this one was a big ball game for the Tribe.
Not to mention the Central Division standings. Now the Kansas City Royals are breathing down their neck for second place in the division. We'll be back with tonight's first pitch as the Indians try to split the doubleheader against the Chicago White Sox behind Cody Anderson and company, Jose Ramirez, Juan Uribe. We'll have the rest of the starting lineup straight ahead. Cleveland Indians baseball is brought to you by WB Mason, the official office supplier of the Cleveland Indians. By McDonald's, I'm loving it. And by your local Toyota dealers, visit buyatoyota.com. Toyota, let's go places. Header. Let's go downstairs to Andre Knott, who has more on the Indians' new look lineup here tonight. Jason Kipnis moves out of second base and into the DH spot.
Yes, it's something that Terry Francona's been wanting to do for a couple of weeks. This is the way he can give him a day off, but still play him. He wants to do the same thing with Francisco Lindor very soon. So he said he'd take advantage of it tonight with the double header going on.
All right, thanks, Andre. And Just like that, we're ready to go. Rajai Davis will step in against Eric Johnson. And the right-hander's first pitch is in there for a strike.
Well, Johnson, a 26-year-old right-hander, 6'3", 230 pounds.
Davis cuts and misses. And it's quickly 0-2. What did he do? He got a cramp? I think he's got a cramp going. And out comes Terry Francona.
It might be. You're right.
That athletic trainer, James Quinlan.
It's a cramp is right.
He just stiffened up. You could see he couldn't hardly put any weight on that right leg.
I see him grab the back of that right hammy. You see it? It went for the back side of it. Boy, just weird on a swing.
He says he's okay. We'll see. It didn't look good, did it?
I think I'd have to throw that same slider I just threw and make him reach for it with that leg there. It's going to be tough to do. That was the right leg, correct?
Yeah. And the 0-2 is slowing away. You could throw it out there, but I'm not swinging it.
It's because he couldn't reach that one.
Strike 3 call. One down. The rest of the Indians starting lineup tonight looks like this for Terry Francona. It's brought to you by Progressive. Talked about Kipnis DHing. Francisco Lindor batting third. Then it's Santana, Ramirez, and Uribe who starts at third base and bats sixth. Lonnie Chisenhall, Chris Jimenez, and Michael Martinez at second base batting ninth. And here is Jason Kipnis now. Kipnis 1 for 4 this afternoon with a double and a run scored in that 3-run 8th inning. And a foul right back. And he's in the hole 0-2.
Well, you look at our Northern Ohio Hyundai starting pitcher for Eric Johnson. Just the one start. It came against the Red Sox in 5 innings, 3 walks, 6 strikeouts, a couple of home runs. He was down in Charlotte and wasted no time.
Well, he struck out the first 2 hitters of the ballgame.
Let's check the defense behind Johnson tonight for the Sox. Looks like this: Cabrera in left, Jackson center, Eaton right, Frazier at third, Saladino at short, Lowry at second, Abreu at first, Avila behind the plate.
Yeah, more or less the same lineup they ran out there this afternoon, with the exception of Carlos Sanchez, who was optioned back to AAA after the first game of the doubleheader. Sanchez sent out, and Tommy, not sure how you pronounce his last name, if it's Conley, he was added as the 26th man. And Johnson was added to the roster with the Sanchez move. Lindor lines one toward right field, and it is caught somehow by Adam Eaton. I think he lost it in the lights at the very end, but just kind of stuck his glove out there and hoped it would go in, and it did. And the inning comes to an end. The White Sox are coming to bat. Chicago, where the White Sox starting lineup for Game 2 of the doubleheader under manager Robin Ventura looks like this: Adam Eaton, Tyler Saladino, Todd Frazier. And it's Melky Cabrera, Jose Abreu, Brett Laurie, Alex Avila, Avisail Garcia, and Austin Jackson.
Northern Ohio Honda starting pitcher will be Cody Anderson for the Tribe. Cody looking for his first win, making his 7th start, giving up a lot of hits, giving up 10 home runs in his 32 2/3 innings. So it'll be very important the way this ball was jumping out of here in Game 1 to keep it down.
Fastball outside, ball 1. And a little bit inside, 2-0. You kind of wonder what happened along the way for Cody Anderson, because that first start against Chicago, he did go 6 innings, gave up 6 hits. He only walked a couple, struck out a pair. Looked a lot like the starts he made a year ago, but after that, nothing has looked like the Cody Anderson of a year ago.
Well, I'm going to look for movement on some of his fastballs.
Hit to right, deep. Chisenhall makes the catch right in front of the wall for out number 1.
Well, you're going to run it down, and the ball's carrying in this ballpark tonight. Warm weather. Chisenhall runs it down onto the track in front of the fence.
That'll bring up Tyler Saladino. I think the biggest thing for me is that for Cody Anderson, he's got to work in and out. Too many pitches that we've seen him get hurt on were just flat out in the middle of the plate. I mean, it's one thing, we talked about it before. Okay, he wanted to increase his velocity. Hey, that's fine. But velocity without command is really no big bonus for a pitcher.
Not at all. Hey, and you know, last year, let's face it, you know, the league gets used to. You see somebody one time or something, you may be able to sneak through it, but a breaking ball is going to become very big for him. Is that curveball right there? Use that curveball. He gets his first strikeout. You see, there's a good curveball, a good spot down in the strike zone. That'll be our Circle K strikeout. Get Saladino to chase it.
And with 2 down, Todd Frazier to the plate. Todd Frazier homered his first time up this afternoon. And he leads the league in home runs. The only other White Sox in franchise history to lead the American League in home runs. Bill Melton, your man Bill Melton, and Dick Allen.
Dick Allen, yes.
Both in the early 1970s. What do you think about it? There's a broken bat line to the left for a knock. He's busted a couple of bats here this afternoon, but he's happy to sacrifice a bat for a hit, I'm sure.
No question about it. Let's check out that Tribe defense brought to you by Jeep. Ramirez in left, Davis center, Chisenhall in right, Uribe and Lindor on the left side, Martinez, Santana on the right, Chris Jimenez doing the catching.
Andy Fletcher has the plate in the nightcap. And the home plate umpire for Game 1, Joe West, gets the night off. Melky Cabrera this afternoon at 0 for 4 with a walk and a run scored. It was Cabrera who was the runner at third base on the fly ball to right field. He was the guy doubled up at home on the great throw by Michael Martinez. Now he shoots one to left. That's going to get down. It's going to be trouble. Cut off though by Jose Ramirez, and Frazier has to stop at second base. Back-to-back two-out hits. One a broken bat, and one just a little inside-out flare job the other way.
Yeah, not much you can do here. That's just good hitting by Cabrera, staying on the baseball, shooting it the other way. But that's coming with 2 outs. Ramirez a good job cutting it off. They scored 4 runs with 2 outs in game 1.
Well, here is Jose Abreu. 1 for 5 with a double in game 1. And a fastball strike to the outside corner. Just missed inside, but a good pitch.
Well, you know, he swung at a couple of them in the first game in there, and that's what he's been. He's been swinging at some pitches, you know, that are tough to hit, whether they be inside or out.
Breaking ball and a swing and a miss to run the count to 1-2.
And that ball stayed inside as well. I'm not necessarily sure you try to throw that pitch in there, but it stayed in there, and he gets a swing and a miss.
Trying to get out of the inning. Here in the first, a 1-ball 2-strike count. And it shoots foul on the right. Out of play. And now Abreu awaits the 1-2 pitch again. And Cody ran it right inside on him.
Love it.
He'll go to the bag. Santana says, I'll take it myself. And the inning is over. Couple of hits, no damage done. We're scoreless after 1 in Chicago.
White Sox defense for you. In the outfield from left to right, it's going to be Cabrera, Jackson, Eaton, on the infield. Frazier at third. Saladino gets a start at short. Lowry at second. Abreu at first. Avila behind the plate.
Carlos Santana will lead off the second inning for Cleveland. And he takes a strike. Santana 0 for 3 this afternoon with a walk and a run scored. Actually make that 0 for 4. He grounded out to end the game. For a second. 1 down. Keys to the game brought to you by Wayside Furniture. Indians have been struggling with runners in scoring position over the last several days since they left Cincinnati, and for Cody Anderson, keep the ball down. Did a good job to get out of trouble in the first. Jose Ramirez clobbered a big home run for the Indians in the first game of the doubleheader. He got them to within a run with that 2-out 2-run homer in the 8th. And now he's going to start this game off with a blast to deep right field, and the Indians will play from in front. Jose Ramirez with his second home run of the day. And it's a 1-0 Indians lead.
Jose, his third home run, and I'll tell you what, the ball jumped off that bat. He missed his target. They were looking to go away. He came in and he let him know that got out of here in a hurry. So the Indians are going to play from in front tonight.
And a nice hand for Juan Uribe as he comes to the plate here in Chicago. One of the heroes of that 05 team that won the World Championship.
Johnson, the guy that made 6 starts with Charlotte this season. He went 2-1 with a 3.57 ERA. I mentioned 26 years old. Came out very aggressive in inning number 1. Got the first out against Santana. Then Ramirez hit him. Now he's falling behind.
Out of play to the right. Did not go, and it's a walk. So a 1-out base runner now for Lonnie Chisenhall.
Well, Indians baseball is live with the MLB.com @bat app. Stay connected all season with radio broadcasts, video highlights, stats, news, and more. Download MLB.com @bat, the #1 app for live baseball on your smartphone and tablet.
Chisenhall looks, it's 2-0. Missed inside. 2 balls, no strikes. took off on him. Ball 3.
Yeah, ever since that home run, he's been all over the place. He did make a mistake with that pitch as far as location. They rounded it away. He threw it in. But
he got one to rip but fouled it back.
See a 3-0 swing by Chisenhall there. You get the fastball, boy, and that's what you do. You green light these guys nowadays. If they know they're going to get a fastball, it's pretty get after it.
And the 3-1 pitch. Ran it up the ladder, full count.
Yeah, might have helped him out there. Could have been on first base. Lonnie's a good low ball hitter, so for him to swing at a 3-1 pitch up here, it doesn't make a lot of sense. Look at it on our Nissan pitch tracker. It was up and away. That's a pitch that, you know, that's not his cup of tea. He likes the ball down.
Runner goes, and the pitch is fouled right back towards us. Yeah, a little too tall. Headed to the upper deck.
But you can see Francona starting the Uribe in the full count, thinking that Lonnie's going to put it in play. He's off and running. So Terry says, all right, let's go. Get aggressive.
1-0 Cleveland on the home run by Jose Ramirez here in the second. Runner goes, and it's ball 4. So back-to-back walks after the home run by Jose Ramirez, and that's going to bring Don Cooper out to the pitching mound.
Yeah, you see, you got a young guy out there, and you know, sometimes he did make one start earlier here in this ballpark. It was against the Red Sox. But the last thing you want to do is start walking. He came out so aggressive throwing strikes, and I guarantee you that's exactly what Cooper's telling him right now. Look, don't be afraid. Pitch to contact. Let him go. Don't nibble. When you start nibbling, you get in trouble when you're a young pitcher. It's tough. He doesn't have that kind of stuff to pitch when you fall behind the count. Not many guys do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you have got to, you know, don't give the hitters that much credit. You got to go after them.
Well, Eric Johnson will now face Chris Jimenez with 2 on and 1 out. Jimenez 3 for 18 at the plate since rejoining the Indians this year. And takes a fastball over the inside corner for a strike. Such is the life of a backup catcher. Playing times can be sporadic. It's hit and miss, so you get into a tough spell offensively. It's tough to climb out of it.
Yeah, but
you're not getting everyday at bats.
As you know, the catcher's job, you handle that pitcher, your game, you handle the pitcher, and you throw runners out if you can, and anything you give him offensively is a bonus. And he's been around, so he knows.
Kia in the driver's seat shows us tonight that Chris Jimenez in his career has pretty much owned the White Sox. Let's just say it, he's owned them. 360 average, 2 homers, he scored 7. Right back to the pitcher. Johnson goes to second. There's 1 on the first inning-ending double play. Okay, so maybe owned him was a little strong. But the home run by Jose Ramirez has the Indians out in front early, 1-0. on top, bottom of the second. Juan Uribe, the former member of the 2005 White Sox team that won the World Series. telling those guys in the dugout, I'm watching you. Can't be too many guys left, can there?
No. You know, the trainer and you know, guys like that.
Gosh, you forget, Rick. That's
11
years ago.
Yeah, exactly. There's nobody that stays around that long.
Brett Lawrie pops it up on the infield, and this will be Uribe into foul ground. And back into fair territory, 1 away. Andre.
Yes, as Cody Anderson has gone through some of his troubles, we've talked about his stuff or maybe his new lost weight. Mickey Callaway, though, thinks it could go into confidence. Here's our Hear Right sound of the game.
You know, a lot of it's confidence. You know, you can have the best mechanics in the world, the best stuff in the world, and if you don't have confidence, it's going to be tough to go out there and succeed. So, you know, he's working on that. He's working on getting the ball where he wants to and getting that little bit of sink back that he had last year when he's successful. And, you know, once he's able to do that, that'll help his confidence and get a good string of starts together and should be good to go.
Yeah, that's very true. Confidence is a big part of this game, but I like what he said, the sink back that he had.
Yeah.
That's something, and that's movement and keeping the ball down. He had, if you remember, I was amazed when we used to say, boy, him and Tomlin in the second half, they were as good as anybody getting outs on 3 pitches or less.
Right.
You remember? I mean, he'd go through games, 3 pitches or less. Let's do that. And he was hitting his spots. He was keeping the ball down. That is a big key for somebody. I mean, he was just fastball changeup. He didn't really throw that curveball much. Now he has a curveball that he has to incorporate, work into his game, and take the hitters off, especially if you're going to be a starter.
That's a good fastball. He threw it by Alex Avila.
That's what makes Josh Tomlin so fun to watch. He comes out there and what does he do? He knows exactly what his role is. I got to cut it. I've got to sink it. I've got to hit my spots. I got to know where I can make mistakes and get away with something where they don't hit it out of the ballpark. He realizes that.
Well, Cody.
That's the guy I'd be talking to.
And Cody's a young pitcher. We forget, you know, this is still his first kind of turn through the big leagues. Last year was his first time, but he didn't even spend the whole year in the big leagues. So sometimes it takes a little time.
25 years old. You can't forget that. Boy, this one gets away. Avila, he's got to really jump rope to get out of the way. Goes face plants in.
Well, Avila's a guy. He's had enough injury problems and dealt with knee issues.
Oh my gosh, how many times have we seen this guy get hit, you know, in the mask, in the head with concussions and injuries when he was with Detroit playing against him.
Josh is playing with, that's the Indian strength and conditioning coach Joe Kessler. Those guys, they'll torture anybody.
Well, then you got to find something to do during a game, man. This is game 2. It's been a long day for them.
The 3-2, yeah, that's a hit towards first. Santana with a nice overhand toss to Anderson, 2 down. You know, when we talk about confidence, it reminds me of an old saying that I don't remember who told it to me first, but it's a former major league pitcher who said, look, it all comes down to when you have the ball in your hand and you decide what pitch you're going to throw, you have to have the conviction that that's the pitch. He said, you might have your 3rd best pitch, but if you're convicted to throw it, you're going to be successful. You can have your best pitch, but if you don't feel right about it, you throw it.
There's doubt.
Usually, something bad happens.
You have to. Yeah, that's one way of putting it. No doubt. Eliminate doubt. But you know, when you're at this level, you have to have success to do that. To start believing in yourself, and you're working on something, and you're trying to improve, and you're trying to get over, out of your slump, whether it's a hitter or pitcher. You have to see some success. If you don't, it's a lot harder to get you rolling. I mean, you've got to feel good about yourself every time you leave the field, or at least something positive.
There's a little flare. It's going to drop. So all 3 hits for Chicago. Really nothing for Cody to hang his head about. I mean,
no, that's fine. You live with that. And all 3 hits coming with 2 outs. Now here's Garcia getting jammed, and I'll tell you what, look at Martinez. He's got some range. He gets out there. That ball just falls in. There's nothing you can do about it.
And now the number 9 hitter, Austin Jackson, who came into today with 4 hits in his previous 9 games and had 3 hits this afternoon. And a bases loaded walk to drive in a run.
Well, when the White Sox got off to that tremendous start that they had, they were getting key hits. It's not like they were hitting the cover off the baseball like we just saw Boston do it. These guys were doing it by pitching a little different way.
Oh, what a catch by Michael Martinez. Boy, this guy's having some kind of day defensively and at the plate for the Indians in this doubleheader. He goes up the ladder and steals a hit away from Austin Jackson. 1-0 Cleveland through 2 in Chicago. Brought to you by Miller Lite. 3rd inning, and it's the Indians leading the White Sox 1-0, and Michael Martinez will lead it off. Boy, he got some bright batting gloves. You can see him playing if they turned off the lights.
All about the color.
I'm starting to notice that in the last couple of years I've seen guys with batting gloves that don't match the team uniform at all. But David Ortiz, I think, and Carlos Santana. I've seen some guys with the neon colors in their batting gloves.
I think Avila saying he might not have tried to bunt it, but it certainly was a good pitch. I mean, this looked to me like it was right down the middle. He called it a ball. I don't know if he was running out there to bunt it, and then all of a sudden didn't bunt it. Called the ball.
Outside, 3-1. Popped up foul, and that's going to find its way into the seats. Eric Johnson is a California product from Los Altos High School. Went to Cal Berkeley. Pitched them into the World Series back in 2010. On right back. When you think about how baseball rich the state of California is, this guy was all-state 3 times in high school. The 3-2. Foul. No, it stayed fair. It's like a bunt, and they throw him out anyway. Good play by Alex Avila.
Yeah, I didn't know if he was going to get out there to get it because I knew Johnson wasn't going to get there. But Avila jumps out, makes the throw, and he's quite a ways out. Turned and throws, and they get him by a big step. To me, for Eric Johnson, it looks like when he can pitch in front, he's so much better.
Rajay pops it straight up. Laurie, 2 down.
Yeah, it seems like he gets behind, he tries, and then he doesn't stay aggressive. And that's the first time through the lineup now. The Indians will have an idea now what he throws.
Jason Kipnis struck out his first time up there. Takes a strike. Kip 1 for 4 this afternoon with a double. Back home in Chicago, the high school he went to was the one they used in the movie Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Oh yeah, it's on the north side, right? North side of Chicago.
Yeah, was it Glenbrook North? Upstairs, 1 ball, 2 strikes. And a smash. The second baseman Rory smothered it and throws him out. The Indians go 1-2-3. Middle of the 3rd in Chicago, and the Indians lead it 1-0.
Home. It'll be dollar dog night. Adam Jones and the Baltimore Orioles are coming to town. Plus, fans, you can enjoy $2 Miller Lights from 5 to 7 in the right field district. They'll have a post-game fireworks show as well. Just go to Indians.com for your tickets.
Well, here in the bottom of the third, the top of the order due up for Chicago. Adam Eaton takes, and it's a first pitch strike. Eaton sent a fly ball to deep right field. Lonnie Chisnall made the catch just in front of the wall to start the game for Chicago. And he pulls this foul. It's 0-2.
Like it. Curveball down. This guy, he's a good table setter. He sets a tempo when he can get on base and make things happen for the Sox lineup.
Wow, close, but just missed inside.
It's okay. 1-2 pitch. If you go in there, you go in off the plate, which is the way to do it. You make hitters aware. You know, he jumped up early, 0-2.
Swung on and missed. He strikes him out. Cody Anderson with his second strikeout.
Elevated the fastball here, and that one had a little comeback to it. Gets the swing and miss.
And Tyler Saladino, the batter, struck out his only time up in the first. Saladino's trying to bring back the mustache.
Get the eye black at night.
Does it have an effect with the lights at all?
I don't know. I don't know. Never did with me. It's usually daytime sunlight.
Maybe it just looks cool.
Well, maybe it does. I don't know. Maybe it helps him.
If you look good, you feel good.
You play good.
You play good. And the 1-2 breaking ball got him. Third strikeout for Cody Anderson. 2 down here in inning number 3.
There's the curveball. Comes back. I think in his last start he only threw about 2 or 3 of them, but there's one right there. You can see the hitter out in front of it. Gives him just another pitch that he has to look for. Is the curveball to go with your fastball and changeup.
Now Todd Frazier, who singled on a broken bat job to left his first time up. And a breaking ball low and away.
Well, I've seen a lot of breaking balls tonight, and as I mentioned, his last start he threw 2 of them. So, and he has a good one tonight. Nice movement there with a changeup. See, watch the movement, and it's going down. There it is. In today's game, game 1, Clevenger, when he had his changeup down, it was a very, very effective pitch.
That's socked deep left center field, and it's going to be a ground rule double. Just out of the reach of Rajay Davis, who tried to make a backhanded play on the ball deep in the gap. But Todd Frazier 2 for 2.
Yeah, and all their hits now, that's the fourth hit, have come with 2 outs. That's not it's a fastball where you want to stay out of that zone with Frazier up there. It hits the track, bounces into the seats for a ground rule double. So it keeps the inning going after back-to-back strikeouts.
For Frazier, that's only his 5th double of the year.
Yeah, he likes to hit them long. Likes to hit them over the fence, not bounce them.
Well, Rick, that's 3 innings now for Cody Anderson tonight, where he's retired the first 2 batters.
Yep.
And then giving up a hit to keep the inning going. That one was no cheapie, though. That was the hardest hit ball he's allowed tonight.
Yes, all the other 3 were, you're right. There were good pitches that they got base hits on. It's better than letting him starting off an inning with a hit or 2 hits and get him going. That sets the inning up. Tough to score when you get the first 2 out in an inning. Stringing together 2, 3 hits.
Cabrera shoots it into left field, and it's misplayed by Ramirez. The White Sox have tied the game. Cabrera, big turn at second. He'll stay there.
Well, that ball was hit hard, and he wasn't going to. I don't think he could have scored from second base there. But what he did, he kept charging that ball. He had to gather himself and get under control. He tried to charge it, worried about, I think, the base runner, Matt. And you have to catch it. I don't think they were going to send him. See, he was going to stop him.
Yes, he
and
was.
Then, you see those hands coming up? It was hit too hard. You just got to catch the ball. And I think Ramirez came in like he was an infielder and tried to play that ball. You have to make sure you catch it first. And he was still coming in on it, and that ball was hit very hard. So you're going to get a base hit and an error with no RBI.
No, they're going to give him the RBI, believe it or not.
Well, you think we're going to stop?
Talk to Bob.
All right, so it's an RBI single and then the error. Is that correct? Watch the hands go up at the third
Right
base
here,
coach.
stop. Oh, okay, go ahead.
But you know, he's got to wait and make sure that the guy doesn't catch the ball. If he catches it, he's not scoring.
There's a strike to the outside corner on Jose Abreu.
So they come back and tie it up with 2 outs now. And they have 5 hits.
Check the swing. Oh, he said he went around. 1-2. Erwin Danley says, yes, you did.
Now he'll have a chance to go talk to him at first base when he's done with this at bat. That was close enough. I can see that call coming from the side. It was out in front of home plate. I've never seen this guy caught in between as much as he has been tonight in the first. You know,
Yeah, I would agree with that.
I mean, this guy is usually locked in, but he looks. He's swung at some pitches that we normally don't see him do it. So I would say right now I can see why he's not hitting that number 4 hole or the number 3 hole. But let's hope it stays for a while, because this guy, when he's locked in, he's a great hitter. 30 homers and 100 RBIs his first couple of seasons. And he's always done very well against the Tribe, and I think he has more home runs and ribbies against us than anybody.
Another good off-speed pitch, and Cody Anderson impressive tonight. Unfortunately, a defensive miscue cost him a run here in the 3rd, and the White Sox have tied the game.
Corey Kluber Jersey Day, and it will be the midnight navy blue jersey given away on Saturday at the tribal host Buck Showalter and the Baltimore Orioles as they come to town. 12,500 fans will get that jersey. Visit Indians.com for your tickets.
Lindor with a smash to first, but Abreu gobbles it up one away. The stat of the game is brought to you by Buick. Coming into play today, the White Sox had the best ERA in the American League at 3.15. That's top to bottom as a pitching staff, including the bullpen. And you notice on that Seattle, Kansas City, they're all coming up on the Indian schedule here in the very near future.
Oh, yes.
Speaking of which, the Indians will take on the Texas Rangers in the middle of that homestand. Yu Darvish will make his first start of the year Saturday, so the Indians will miss him in that series in Cleveland.
He's been out quite some time, hasn't he?
And the Indians also won't see Alex Gordon, who was put on the DL today with a fractured right wrist. He'll be out at least a month, it sounds like.
He just got Moustakas back, didn't they? Oh,
that's who he ran into. He ran into Moustakas and broke his wrist here.
Oh, okay.
It was on Sunday. Moustakas is day to day with a bad knee after running into Gordon. The 1-2 pitch to Santana is hammered to left center. That's going to get down and go to the wall. And Carlos will go into second base safely with a one-out double. His first hit in the series, and the Indians' second hit tonight.
You know, when you see Santana take a swing like this and hit it to left center field like we have a few times this year, you wonder why can't he do that every day? Because he plugs the gap, they play him to pull, he got a pitch to his liking and then shoots it that way. That's like money in the bank right there. So a one-out double for Santana.
Now Jose Ramirez. It was his homer that got the Indians on the board. It was his misplay that allowed the White Sox to tie the game. Now it's got a chance to put the Indians right back in front again.
Well, he ran into a fastball in the second inning. Got out of here in a hurry. A big home run in game one to get him right back into the ball game.
Strikes out, lost the bat. Second time that's happened to him today.
Yep.
2 down is our injury report, brought to you by the attorneys at Elk and Elk. Shows you that in addition to Gordon, Shin-Soo Choo on the DL for the Rangers with a hamstring injury. Lucas Duda, he's out with a back problem, and Sonny Gray we told you about yesterday. Two down for Juan Uribe.
tough time doing in the last, let's say, 4 games is hitting with runners in scoring position. 3 for their last 33.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Foul back to even the count. Go ahead run in scoring position. And a rebate. And it's caught on a line drive to end the inning. Middle of the 4th, tied at 1 in Chicago. Bottom of the 4th here in Chicago. T-Mobile, greater coverage of baseball. Cole Hamels of the Texas Rangers yesterday went 8, gave up 1 run, punched out 11, only walked a couple.
The Astros can't beat the Rangers. I mean, they have dominated them last year, and they're starting to do the same thing again this year. They own that state.
Well, it's been a surprising year in the West with Seattle leading it to this point, but Texas is right there on their heels.
Yeah, there's Texas 6-0 against the Astros this year.
Angels decimated by injuries. Doesn't look like they're going to be able to turn that around anytime soon. And you know, Houston, the team that was in the postseason last year, but they can't get out of their own way. Sometimes the burden of expectations can be just too much to overcome.
Look at, they're 17-28, and they can't beat that team Texas that's in front of them. And Seattle's playing pretty well right now. Not to say that Houston can't come back, but boy, they have dug a hole that's very deep and awfully tough to get out of. Because you can't, you know, once you start playing good, you get back into it. You might have a good month. Can you stay hot the rest of the year like that?
Well, if you can't beat the team in your division, Texas, that makes it even more difficult.
Rangers 19-6 over the last 2 years over Houston.
2-2 to Laurie,
Nice
and he
pitch.
got him looking.
Boy, that curveball has been something for him tonight. It really has. 5 strikeouts now for Cody. He has really, this has been a very good pitch for him. This could be a confidence builder. I'll tell you right now, if you want to take something positive, take that away from it. That curveball has been special for him tonight.
Well, he's had hitters either not expecting it or not being able to react to it because they've got that sort of
That's something they're
buckle.
not looking for.
Yeah.
He hasn't proven, I mean, he's proven to these guys he can throw that for strikes now. Now they're going to have to start looking for it. And now that may make his fastball a little better or that changeup effective as well.
Alex Avila bounced out to first base his only time up. And he swings at the first pitch following it back. Missed outside with a heater. And a count 1-1. Good pitch. There's the fastball, even at 96, but with movement. It was almost like it was a front door sinker. Watch it start out and then wham, right back over the inside corner.
Movement.
Oh, wow. Pretty good looking slider right there.
I'll tell you what, Jimenez is doing a nice job with him tonight behind the plate. He's back there. He's throwing different pitches than we normally see him throw, and I like that. Here comes a changeup. Nice.
Struck him out with it, too.
He is making him use every pitch he has.
Rick, that's 6 strikeouts, and the last 7 hitters, the last 7, he's retired 5 of them, all by strikeout.
Yeah, and now watch the curveballs he's throwing tonight. Look at the location. Down, down. We know he's got an excellent changeup. That's the pitch right there. That's the one that's really stepped it up a notch. You see him shake his head. He wasn't looking for it. That curveball has made a huge difference tonight for him.
Get me over fastball at 97
with movement. This could be that start that Mickey Callaway was talking about for him to give him a little confidence.
So this has me wondering now. If sometimes a pitcher throws too hard and loses the movement, the velocity's still there tonight. He's got movement, so it must have something more to do with
grip of the baseball,
grip or arm slot, or how, you know, there's got to be something more to it.
It could certainly be the grip of the baseball. That's all there is to it. He's using all his pitches tonight. That's what I like. He's not stuck in a 2-pitch, you know, fastball changeup.
I'm sure he's had a start where we've seen him throw this many breaking balls. I just can't remember.
I don't remember seeing it this year. No, because I'll tell you what, he's making the hitters, he's keeping them honest. There was no hitters that he was keeping honest this year.
He's feeling good about that curveball because he called for that one.
Why not? Good for you.
Garcia retired as the White Sox go 1-2-3. And Cody Anderson, impressive tonight in Chi-Town. Levin Furniture. For the best deals on furniture and mattresses, shop Levin's. By your Northern Ohio Honda dealers. And by the Cleveland Clinic. Access anytime, anywhere. One ball game, fifth inning. Lonnie Chisenhall, Chris Jimenez, Michael Martinez for Cleveland in the fifth.
See if they can get Cody Anderson a run here.
Eric Johnson flips a curveball up for strike one. Chisenhall walked his only time.
Only have 2 hits. Home run and a double.
And a ground ball single in a right center field for Lonnie. Your lips to his ears. Leadoff man aboard for Chris Jimenez. This summer, make a difference in Bike to Cure in Velosano. Takes place July 29th through the 31st. And every dollar raised advances cancer research at Cleveland Clinic. Team up. Get involved at velosano.org. Runner goes, and Jimenez puts it in play.
There you go.
And the runner gets into scoring position now as Jimenez is thrown out.
I like that. That's something. You know what? Instead of bunting, and Jimenez did a great job of just getting the ball on the ground. As a hit and run, you don't try to hit the ball hard. You just put it on the ground and let him go.
Great clip of the game from earlier today. Michael Martinez. Had 2 doubles and a terrific throw from right field to erase Melky Cabrera and turn a double play. And as Terry Francona said afterwards, that kept him in the game. That gave him a chance. And he doesn't make that play. They score a run, and maybe the inning gets away from him, and then it's a blowout. But he said that gave him a chance.
Yes, it did. But they have bases loaded, nobody out. They only got 1.
And he said I think the other most important thing is, Terry said it made them have to use their bullpen because we kept it a close game. They had to go to their top guys, the setup guys, the closer had to work. So unfortunately, they fell a 1-run short. But Martinez came out here in game 2 and made another terrific play defensively. Two pitch foul back. Mike Clevenger in the middle, who got the start earlier today. Kind of mixed results, sort of like his first start. It was good, and 1 pitch.
He made some bad pitches in that game.
1 pitch will really hurt him though bad. The 3-run homer, obviously. He'd give up a 3-run jack.
They need to get a hit with a runner in scoring position is what they need to do.
Martinez not going to get it done.
Climbs the ladder. It's his 4th strikeout now.
2 down, and we go to the top of the order, Rajai Davis. By the way, you were telling me before about Texas dominating Houston this year. I just read where the Astros have had a lead in 1 game against Texas this year. They went ahead 1-0 in the first inning on April 21st. Rangers scored 3 in the bottom half of that same inning.
That's
it. The only time they've had a lead.
I'm telling you that for whatever reason they've been able to dominate them. I remember it from last year.
Well, A.J. Hinch came out after yesterday's game and I think he was sending a message to his team, basically said, hey, they've beaten the hell out of us. And he said, this has got to stop.
I can't stand no more. That's pretty much what he said. He doesn't know what else to do. And that's tough to do. You remember the Indians did that to the White Sox here a couple of years ago when they were 17-2.
Yep.
And I mean, sooner or later, the next year, the White Sox, they got fed up. They absolutely did. You get fed up and you can't stand it anymore. That's what happened with the Indians this year with the Detroit Tigers.
Yeah. So far, yeah.
You know, you can only take so much.
Well, Rajay sitting there with a 3-0 count. Jason Kipnis would be next. Does he turn it loose 3-0 here?
No.
Yes, he does.
He does.
High and deep to left. Cabrera back. It is gone to Souvenir City.
Good for him.
Oh, Rajay loves a 3-0 fastball down the middle, and he clobbered it. A 2-out, 2-run homer. His 5th home run of the season, and the Indians take a 3-1 lead.
Well, you got to love that 3-0. I didn't think he was going to swing, but he certainly did, and he did what you're supposed to do with it. The high fastball, he got it. He got on top of it, and he gives the Indians a 2-run lead. Well done. That's what you're supposed to do on 3-0.
Green light means go. Jason Kipnis 0 for 2 on the night. Pops one up foul on a play.
It's been the long ball today for the Indians.
Yeah. When they hit 2 in the first
game. Three in the first game. 2 runners and a solo shot, and they scored all their runs in this game on home runs. So they have 5.
High pop, shallow left. Saladino, the shortstop, makes the catch. And the inning is over, but Rajay Davis gets the 3-0 green light and drives it out of here. The Indians have the lead. For the Tribe here in the nightcap, putting them back in front. Cody Anderson goes to work, bottom of the 5th. And Austin Jackson leading off, takes ball 1 inside.
Yeah, 2 out, home run. You got to love it. Let's see if Cody can handle that and put one more 0 on the board here. He's been in a nice rhythm, nice groove today.
Yeah, he has.
Making some nice quality pitches.
Bullseye. He's ahead 1-2. 46 of the 70 for strikes. His only shortcoming tonight, as Jackson goes down on strikes, is that he's only retired the side in order one time, even though he's had the first 2 hitters out in every inning thus far.
Well, there's 7 strikeouts now. There's the changeup going down, swinging over the top of it. So good movement there. Fastball's moving, the changeup's moving, and he's got a nice curveball.
The good news is that he seems to have figured something out. He is pitching very well. The bad news is, at least in the very short term, is that no matter how this finishes up for Cody Anderson tonight, this is a one-shot deal for right now.
Right.
He's the 26th man. So for fans who are wondering, this is his only start in the short term. He's going right back to AAA after the ball game. But whenever that time elapses and he's available to be called back up again, he's put himself right at the front of the line in terms of consideration.
Well, you go back down and you continue on pitching from what you're doing here tonight. You don't worry about that. He's figuring something out, that's for sure. You know, Carrasco isn't. Andre gave his report on Carrasco. It won't be long before he's coming back either.
Nice play by Lindor. Santana couldn't quite, or did he? He did scoop it out, but they're saying that Eaton beat the play at first.
They'll wait and take a look at it and see.
Boy, dynamite effort by Lindor. First of all, I didn't think he was going to be able to cut it off before it went up the middle. Terry Francona is going to challenge this play. As we take another look, he's out. What do you think?
Well, I don't know. Let me see here. I think he might have been fooled by that ball.
Man, that's awfully close, though.
Oh, I know.
Is it enough to overturn it? I don't know.
But, I think with that glove coming back with that ball going in, I think the ball beat him. Absolutely. Now, can they overturn it? I don't know. But you know what? Did he hold on to it or did he scoop it back out? You know what I'm saying?
Looked like he caught it clean. And it's a quick decision.
There you go. He's out.
The Indians get the call.
Yes.
And there are 2 down in the inning.
Nice play. Good pick on both sides by Lindor, and then Santana too made a nice pick. So they were right. There's the scoop. Here's a nice angle right there. It's in the glove. Right. There you go. And he held on to it. Very good.
I give credit. The last couple of replays that I can remember now have been banked. I mean, quick, like 30 seconds or less, and they're making decisions. We were in Boston, and it was quick. I like it. 2 down for Tyler Saladino, and a first pitch strike. Center field, though, a big part of the yard. And Rajay puts it away. Cody Anderson has retired 7 straight Sox hitters. And the Indians lead it by a score of 3-1. Catch the games on TV. You can stream them live on your mobile device with the all-new Fox Sports Go app. Download it. Take Sports Time Ohio and the Indians with you wherever you go. Eric Johnson goes to work here in the 6th inning with the Indians leading at 3-1. Francisco Lindor leading off. He's 0 for 2. And Avila couldn't believe that wasn't called a strike.
He started to throw it back. Now he's going to hear something from the White Sox dugout because he went to throw it back and did the double take. Did that earlier on a bunt in this game.
And that's low 2 of them.
Johnson has a nice slider he's thrown tonight as well. He's mixed his pitches. It's pretty much he had one little hiccup where he wasn't aggressive. He was nibbling. The pitching coach went out and told him just relax. That was after Ramirez's home run.
Foul back. And now the 3-2, and Lindor hammers it deep center, left center, and Jackson runs it down. Boy, he tracked that ball very well.
He's still very good at chasing them down. He had to cover all that territory out in Detroit for many years. He's one of the best at going to get him. Look at him. Great route, perfect angle. It made it look easy. That ball was hit into the alley.
Yep.
He was the guy that ran down that one ball in the 9th inning where should have been a perfect game.
In Detroit. Yeah, that's right. Against the Indians.
Yeah, wasn't he?
Was that Victor that hit it?
No, I'm trying to think. Let me.
No, that was after Victor was gone. Yeah. Who was that? Foul right back by Santana.
It was Gruzalonic.
Yeah.
That hit it. I think it was, I don't know if he was a pinch hitter or what, but he hit that ball into the gap.
Hit it a mile to left center field, but he ran it down.
Yes, he did.
Goes up high, 2 balls and 2 strikes for Santana, who doubled the left center in the 4th inning. See, Santana's gloves, they're not quite as flashy as Michael Martinez, but he's got the bright neon outline and the trim. That ball truly was like a stone skimming across a pond. That thing went over the dugout and went about 25 rows back.
That's the only place he could have hit that ball. Did you see where it was on the inside corner?
Now the 3-2. It went up and away, but not away to where Santana couldn't get to it. And he'll stay alive. Sure did, says third base umpire Gabe Morales.
Threw that slider down and in, got him to chase it.
In-game recap brought to you by your local Toyota dealers. Jose Ramirez gave the Indians a 1-0 lead with his second home run of the day. Homered in both games of the doubleheader. White Sox came back and tied it on a 2-out RBI hit by Melky Cabrera. And then Rajay Davis with a 2-out 2-run homer in the fifth put the Indians back on top. Jose Ramirez. You know, we just had that graphic up there a little while ago. Jose, the first Indian to hit a homer in both games of a doubleheader. Not that long, a couple of years, but remember the doubleheader that Mark Whitten had when he was with St. Louis?
Yeah.
What do you have, like 10 RBIs or some
12.
crazy thing like that?
5 homers, 12 ribbies.
Against Cincinnati, I think.
Yes.
Down in Riverfront Stadium. He had 12 of those RBIs in one game of the doubleheader.
And 13 for the day.
It's amazing.
Now that's a day to remember. Wow.
A 3-1 pitch to Ramirez. A strike call and full count. In the air to left. Routine play for Cabrera. And the Indians go 1-2-3. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. It's Cleveland 3, Chicago 1.
Putting savings and access to Tribe Rewards, and today's Tribe Rewards Game 2 is Gomes. Visit Indians.com season tickets for complete details.
Todd Frazier has single, doubled, scored the White Sox only run tonight. Breaking ball here right to the third baseman, Uribe. One down. Let's go down to Andre Nato as some insight on the Chicago White Sox offense.
Well, Matt, the talk here in Chicago was about the great start that the Sox got off to at 17-7 in the month of April. Now, in this month of May, they're 10-10 after the win earlier today. And a lot of people in Chicago are wondering, do they have enough offense? In April, they got a lot of clutch hitting from a lot of different guys. Hasn't shown up this month. Do they have enough offense to win the AL Central? I know Terry Francona before the game says he's just happy that they're back in the pack and we can look at them close.
Yeah, I mean, everything evens out. They were doing it with pitch, and they were getting clutch hitting You know, they're not going to hammer you to death if you make mistakes. They have a lineup that can be pitched to. Especially, I would be concerned with this guy up next, Abreu, who looks like to us, I've never seen him that way. You know, they can definitely be pitched to.
I tell you what I find interesting, along the lines of what Andre was talking about. Here are the White Sox. Now you got 2 Chicago teams in first place in baseball in this city. And yet the White Sox have been outdrawn by the Cubs almost 2-1.
Well, they do every year, it seems like.
Okay, let's not even compare the 2 teams, because you're right. That's not really fair. But the White Sox are 4th from the bottom in attendance in the.
What do they average? 20,000 people a game?
They're averaging 20,000 a game. Now the Indians are dead last, averaging 14,000. But I mean, here's Chicago, first place team. They had a fantastic April. What more can you do to try and get people excited or capture their attention?
Now you're coming up into Memorial Day, and I think it's been like that with every city. Bad weather, but fans don't come out. You know, if they don't start coming out, they're missing a pretty good team. They played well the first 45 games. They played 3 more games than the Indians have. We're making up this one.
Oh, Abreu goes fishing and strikes out. 8 Ks for Cody Anderson, and a really solid performance here tonight as he has retired 10 in a row. Cleveland Indians baseball is brought to you by the injury lawyers at Elk & Elk, proud partner of the Cleveland Indians. Call 1-800-ELK-OHIO. And by Ford, built Ford tough. Cody Anderson has turned in a dynamite performance here tonight, and I said to you at the open of the telecast, his first start of the year was here against these White Sox, and he pitched really well. Is there something about Chicago? I don't think so. He just looks like he's figured something out here.
It sure does. Yeah, he was matched up that first start against Chris Sale in that game and matched him pitch for pitch. Had a no decision, but had an opportunity to get a win. And the bullpen gave it up. But I'll tell you what, he's better tonight than he's been. This, to me, is his best start all year. Hasn't walked anybody. He's been in total command. And actually, the Sox shouldn't be on the board. If Ramirez caught that ball in left field, they would have stopped the runner. You know, they ended up giving the guy an RBI, but still, it doesn't matter. He's been great tonight. He's been fun to watch.
Juan Uribe tees off and drives it deep left center field. Gone! Uribe's second home run of the year. And it makes it a 4-1 Indians lead. Big one. Blasts one into the cheap seats here in Chicago.
Ball flying out tonight. 3 homers now in this ball game. And that's that's been the problem for Johnson. He's pitched well, but he's made a few mistakes, and the Indians have hit some mistakes out of the ballpark.
Chisenhall pops it up out of play. Well, they're having some fun down there, aren't they?
Why not?
And Ronnie rips one to first, but Abreu there to gather it in.
Check the pitch down and away. It leaks over the middle of the plate, and
he knew it too, didn't he?
Yeah. Well, he's been swinging the bat. You remember the line drives he hit in Boston? Those 3 doubles consecutively. He hit 3 hard line drives, and that ball was down, and he just elevated that one.
Chris Jimenez 0 for 2. Bats with 1 out here in the 7th, and the Indians now leading it 4-1. They have hit 6 home runs in the doubleheader.
Yeah, I mean, they only have 5 hits today in the 2nd game, but 3 of them have left the yard.
Look at Mike Napoli over there, giving Juan some love.
They had 7 hits in the 1st game and 3 left the yard. They had 3 homers, 3 doubles, and a single. Game 2, they've got 3 homers, a double, and a single. Love the long ball. It's nice when it comes. One swing. That guy's loving it too.
And Chris Jimenez wraps a single back up the middle. 1 out base runner for the Tribe now here in inning number 7. Let's go down to Andre Knott. Juan Uribe, obviously a guy that has a lot of respect and admiration from his teammates, and he's obviously a guy who has a lot of fun playing the game.
He has a lot of fun. But the thing Terry Francona said is he's been trying to be careful with how he plays him and when he plays him. And with the injury to Michael Brantley and having to play Jose Ramirez in left field, he's tried to ask him, hey, you know, am I playing you too much, or do you need to sit down? The other day he was going to sit him down, and Uribe goes, no, he's starting to swing the bat well. Well, since then he's got 3 doubles and a home run. I think we might see him a little bit more over the next few days.
Funny how that works.
Yeah.
You know, you swing the bat well, you feel a lot better, don't you?
Well, of course. There are no days off. When the weather starts getting warmer, everybody wants to play. You know, and he notoriously is a slow starter. I mean, this guy gets better when the weather warms up.
Well, Terry Francona is a veteran manager. He's been around a long time, and he knows how to work those guys in. When you've got a 37-year-old Juan Uribe, a 38-year-old Marlon Byrd, he knows he can't run those guys into the ground. So he's been able to pick spots and work those guys in and out of the lineup. Michael Martinez 0 for 2 here tonight. He lifts this one to left field where Melky Cabrera will make the catch. 2 away. Top of the order, Rajai Davis. Last time up, it was a 3-0 pitch. And at that time, it was a 1-1 ball game.
Boy, did he
crushed
ever.
it.
Yes, he did. He did to that 3-0 pitch what you're supposed to do when the guy gives you the green light.
You hit it hard.
like that. Yeah, I mean, you rarely see it, but when you and that's what surprised me, because you know he's a leadoff man or hits ninth. Not many guys get the green light on 3-0, but boy, he got it and he took advantage of it, and that opened it up. They're able to add one more home run here in this inning and make it a 4-1 game.
I suppose that's why usually on a 3-0 pitch, if a guy swings, he either hammers it or he pops it up, because you're trying maybe to do too much and you just get that longer swing and you pop it up, or you just, whatever the case is.
Yeah, you get the pitch you think you're going to get it, but you should hit it hard if you get it. That's the whole intention of swinging at it.
Yeah, you can't be late on a 3-0.
You better not get jammed on it or anything like that.
Well, here we go again, but different situation now.
Yeah, he won't be swinging. Now I say he won't be swinging here again.
Well, Eric Johnson remembers all too well, I'm sure. And he missed wide. He made sure he didn't just throw one down Broadway.
Yeah, he may be done now.
Here comes Robin, and that will be it for Eric Johnson. He goes 6 2/3 innings here tonight, but he gives up 3 home runs, a couple of solo shots and a 2-run homer, and all told he allows 4 runs on the night, and the Indians have the lead. The Cleveland Clinic call to the bullpen has been made, and we'll be right back here to Chicago with the Indians up 4-1. Once a hero here in Chicago, homering tonight against the White Sox here in the 7th inning. New Chicago pitcher is Matt Perk. Just made his major league debut 4 days ago, and he worked an inning in the 3rd of scoreless baseball against Kansas City. Former 3rd-round pick of the Nationals. Back in 2011, he was a minor league free agent signed by the White Sox this past offseason. Kipnis with a line drive base hit right back up the middle. And that's going to score Jimenez.
There you go.
Davis into third. And the Indians lead is 5-1 as Jason Kipnis picks up his 27th run batted in on the year.
There you go. That's what you want to get. A few of those runs in with runners in scoring position. 2 outs. So Kip gets a big 2-out base hit now. Makes it a 5-1 game. That run is going to be charged to Johnson, the starter.
Now Francisco Lindor with a fly ball to right field, caught by Eaton to end the inning. Now the Indians dialing long distance in Chicago. Ramirez goes deep. Rajay on a 3-0 pitch, and Juan Uribe returns home to Chicago to go deep as well.
I was back and include your first drink. You can grab some friends and catch the game from the corner or at the new drink rail out in left field. District tickets only available online at Indians.com.
Swing and a miss by Brett Lawrie here in the 7th inning. Lawrie 0 for 2 on the night. And he bounces it into the ground. Shortstop Francisco Lindor throws him out. It's Miller time, brought to you by Miller Lite.
You gotta love looking at this. It's an array of good pitching by Cody Anderson. I mean, the curveball, the changeups. He's moved the fastball around and has been in total control tonight. He hasn't walked anybody. 8 strikeouts. He has been dealing. And I mean, some balls put in play. There was maybe one hit hard. But boy, the first 3 hits, you know, he made good pitches. Yeah, this is a good sign for Cody and the Indians.
Alex Avila 0 for 2 tonight, takes a strike. Jeff Manship and Brian Shaw getting loose for the Tribe. 60 out of his 90 pitches have been for strikes. Wow. 95 miles an hour and just a bit outside. It's 3-1. And now a full count. That's when you know you've got it going. Make that pitch, it's just a bit outside, you come back, throw the same pitch, but you move it 2 inches over and you get the call. And just blew him away with a great changeup.
Yeah. Wow. Yes, indeed.
Number 9 for Cody Anderson.
I just really like the way he's used his pitches tonight. He's worked it. You know what I mean? He's used everything, and you don't know what you're going to get at any time. And that curveball has given him that third pitch. He come back, and his money, that's his best pitch, is the changeup.
Yeah.
But it all stems from that first pitch fastball, or getting fastball over and locating it for strikes. You mix in the curve, a good change. 9 strikeouts, no walks.
Avisail Garcia. He had a base hit in the second and grounded out in the fourth. Breaks his bat. Martinez snares the liner. And that's 13 in a row retired by Cody Anderson. Is presented by authority of the Cleveland Indians and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Cleveland Indians. (5-1). Cleveland leads it, 8th inning. Cody Anderson, his night over as he gets handshakes from everybody in the Tribe dugout. What a job.
Yeah.
What a job.
Boy, that's good, confident, good for the. You know what? And you know everybody in that dugout is very happy for him, man.
Well, he's a good guy. He works hard. You root for him.
Yeah, you root for him, and he came up, and he's got something positive to build on right now.
Carlos Santana, 1 out of 3 on the night. One to count. Battle of Florida going on tonight. Miami beating Tampa Bay 7-6. that win. Miami is now 23-21. Tampa drops to 20-22. They've lost 3 in a row. Kansas City pummeling Minnesota tonight, 8-2 in the 6th at Target Field.
Yeah, they're starting to play a little bit better too.
Big chopper to third, Frazier. And Santana retired one away. Sunday, the longest race on the NASCAR circuit takes place. It's the Coca-Cola 600. 5:30 Eastern on Fox, or watch all the Memorial Day weekend events on Fox Sports Go. Tigers beat the Phillies 5-4.
And a one-run game for the Phillies.
Is back to 500 at 22-22. And if Kansas City wins, they'll keep pace with the Indians. Pitch to Jose Ramirez. Punch to center right at Austin Jackson, who backpedals a few to make the grab. 2 down.
Yeah, the only team really out of it is Minnesota there. Everybody will be at 500 with Detroit's win tonight.
Yeah.
Isn't that how it's funny? It was working that way. Remember when Tampa was over there and they got back to the 500 mark, and now they've slid back a little bit.
Yeah, all of a sudden you look at it, and Minnesota now has the fewest wins in all of baseball. And we talked about how bad things were for Atlanta.
Yeah.
Atlanta has one more win than the Twins now.
Well, it won't be long. Cincinnati may be right there with them.
Yeah, Cincinnati at 15-29. They've lost 7 in a row.
I think they're out on the West Coast tonight.
Uribe went too far. Juan with a home run his last time up. Angels out in front of Texas 2-0. They're in the 9th inning at Arlington. Albert Pujols hit his 569th career home run.
That's a lot of homers.
I don't know who that was for the Angels, but Charlie Nagy's got to feel pretty good about that. You go into Texas. It's Tropiano, I think. Was,
okay, that's his. You know what? I think he pitched a good game his start before as well.
It's a final.
Yeah, he got the win.
Shut him out 2-0 in Arlington. That's impressive.
Yep.
Uribe with a smash to first, picked on the backhand side by Abreu, and that'll end the inning. Last half of the 8th coming up. with a couple of hits tonight with runners in scoring position. And they've just continued to hit the long ball, which is always fun.
It's been about the long ball today.
A lot of fun for Cody Anderson. He kept the ball down, he kept it out, he kept it in, he kept it off the plate. He just pitched.
He was
13 in a row.
Best start of the year. He was outstanding tonight.
And Brian Shaw comes on to work the 8th. And Austin Jackson leading off for Chicago.
Pitch.
Perfect slider. That's just a fastball.
Yeah,
it's right on the outside corner.
You know, it seems like everything he throws cuts,
doesn't it?
Yeah. I mean, you don't know. The slider has a little hump in it. You know,
More tilt.
that's the one.
Yeah, you're right.
But I mean, it's tough. It seems like everything he's throwing. He's like a left-hander, except he's right-handed.
That's the one pitch sometimes right there. It looks like Rick, his foot maybe goes a little bit more towards the third base side, and he kind of cuts himself off. He can't get out. That's the one time it seems like he'll throw a ball a little straighter than usual. But if his arm gets clear, he gets really good movement on just about anything he throws. It's hit pretty well. Right center, long run for Lonnie Chisenhall, and he can't make the play. And on his way to third goes Austin Jackson, and he'll be in with a leadoff triple. Lonnie was there. He had leather on it, but just couldn't pull it in. And it will go as a leadoff triple for Austin Jackson.
Yeah, he had a long way to go. He's right. He's on the run. He's on the run. And boy, as an outfielder, you get that. If you get leather on it, you certainly want to catch it. But he goes down on the warning track. Great effort. Right off the end of the glove. I mean, right off the fingertips. Good effort, but he comes down, and Jackson ends up on third base.
Well, now Adam Eaton, 0 for 3 on the night. He'll be the batter. Upstairs, ball 1. Bullseye to the outside corner to even the count. Maybe easier said than done, but for Adam Eaton, all he's got to do is put the ball on the ground, and the Indians are conceding that run at third. Unless it's sharply hit to one of the corner guys.
No, you don't worry. You're up 4. You're counting the outs now. Just get your outs.
Yeah, it's 2-2. One game tomorrow night between these two, and it will come your way at 8 o'clock Eastern time. Josh Tomlin and Chris Sale, the matchup.
2 undefeated.
The undefeated.
Yeah, exactly.
The 2-2. And a chopper to third. Foul ball.
Nice little scoop there by Uribe, even though it was a foul ball. I mean, to tell you, that was that in between hop, and you just throw the glove down at it. He wasn't even looking. And now he's acting like he wanted to throw it. He knew it was foul then.
Adam Eaton in the box with a 2-ball, 2-strike count. And another foul ball. Tyler Saladino waits on deck. The 2-2. Another foul ball. Big matchup tonight in the National League East. Washington hosting the Mets, and New York spanks them 7-1. That's Bartolo Colon who got the win. He's now 4-3. Gio Gonzalez took the loss for the Nats. Down in the dirt. Cardinals trying to cool off the Cubs. St. Louis beating Chicago 4-3 tonight.
Giants got them. They won 2 out of 3. They were out in San Francisco.
Bumgarner last night to beat them?
1-0. Pitched 8 innings and drove in the run. How about that?
He's something else.
Yes, he is.
The 3-2 pitch. My goodness, how many foul balls in this at bat?
He's a tough out. I mean, he's making them work right now. And this, he's just trying to get on any way, shape or form, man. Foul it off, foul it off.
It's the second batter that Shaw's faced. He's already at 15 pitches.
Yeah. Well, yeah, look at it. He's peppering the zone. He's missed up top with 3, but he has been everywhere.
So this is the 11th pitch of the at-bat.
Good one.
Got him looking. Oh, a beautiful pitch.
He knew it.
On the outside corner.
Well, he come up and he made a dandy. You're right. It caught him. He wanted to flip the bat, but he knew it. Good breaking ball. There's your 3-2 slider right there on the outside edge.
And now Tyler Saladino, who is 0 for 3 on the night. Chased a high fastball, 96. I mean, you got no chance there. And he's shaking his head going, what am I swinging at?
Yeah, that's what you're right. That's one as a hitter. You see it, and after you swing at it, you're going, what am I doing? You know you can't catch up to it.
See, that's 95 miles an hour, and that thing was moving like a banana.
It had the curve. Quite heard it that way before. Moving like a banana.
It's late. It's getting late.
I said, let me think. Oh, does that mean that it's going left or right?
1 ball and 2 strikes.
Actually, this has not been bad. This doubleheader.
What are we, about 6 hours on the
Think
air?
of the one we had a few years ago, and it was like. I was taking abuse from all the cameramen because.
Oh, that doubleheader with the rain and all that was
right.
That was
the rain out. I was taking abuse from Mike, one of the camera guys that we had up in here, because I played in the longest game over in Old Comiskey, 26 innings, and they say everything revolves around you. Everything has to be the longest when you come to Chicago.
They see you coming, they run off.
They do.
I don't feel so good today, boss. I got to call in sick.
They take a day off when the Indians come to town because of me.
The Archie effect. High 2-2. Beats it into the ground. The rebase coming home, and they got him.
I was a little shocked he wanted to come home there, but they get the out.
How about Juan Uribe saying, no, 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 you will not score here.
Well, they get the out. I'm glad they did. He comes home, and he's going on contact. The throw's right there, and then Jimenez just lets him slide right into it.
Well, they're now 2 down.
Let's go, Todd.
Frazier pops it out of play. That's one of those plays where I guess, hey, if you can make the play, you keep it a 4-run game. You keep the 4-run lead.
As long as you get the out. I just expected him to go to first base. I expected him to go for a double play in Boston, and he came home.
That one was a little peculiar. That one definitely.
I mean, you're down to a number of outs. Just take the sure thing.
Yeah.
The sure out that's across the diamond. You throw home. They get the out. No big deal. You can't say anything. Shaw's probably glad because it doesn't cost him a run.
Right. Now the 1-1. Trying to finish this inning strong. You don't want to let this guy get loose. Give the White Sox any hope here. Pop back out of play. Two is off the glove of Jimenez to the backstop. Down to second base goes Saladino. Pretty sure that'll be a little wild pitch.
Yeah, I mean, he had to go all the way back over there, I would imagine.
Man, all of a sudden this inning, it's almost 30 pitches now for Brian Shaw.
Well, this can happen to him. You come out here, sometimes he just he can't find it, and he's all over the place.
Well, it doesn't help when you have an at-bat like Eaton did, 11 pitches.
What happens usually in those at-bats, it's something that happens after that long at-bat, but he made a perfect pitch to Eaton to get him on a 3-2 pitch. What was it, 11 or 12 pitches? 11 pitches.
Problem here, too, is that if he ends up walking Frazier, then you get Cabrera at the plate. He's flirting with allowing Chicago to get right back into this game. Even though it is late, with 2 down in the 8th. Trying to slam the door on their thumbs. Now time is called. Relative up. This will get him out of the inning, or it should. Lindor is under it. And the inning is over. Uribe with a heads-up play at third cuts down Austin Jackson, and the Indians will go to the ninth up by 4. And Total Car Care comes your way next here on Sports Time Ohio. Alan Jensen live here in Chicago. Are they going to be on the field after the game?
No, they'll be up here. They'll be right here.
Come on, you got to go down to the field, get some flavor of Chicago here.
Well, they may turn out the lights out.
I know.
They won't be able to see.
That's not all they might do to them. Bottom third of the order here. And Lonnie Chisenhall takes inside ball 1. Matt Perk came on with 2 outs in the 7th. Gave up an RBI single before getting the final out. Worked to 1, 2, 3, 8th. Chicago does have a righty up in the pen.
That's who they called up for their 26th man today, didn't they?
Yeah, Tommy Kahnle. Lonnie pulls that. It's a fair ball behind the bag of Abreu. 1 away here in the 9th. And it'll bring up Chris Jimenez. 1 for 3 with a single and a run scored.
Jimenez would be the good guy to talk to about Anderson tonight. He had him really. I was impressed the way those two worked together.
Much better result for the Tribe so far, as opposed to game 1 where they were chasing from behind the whole time and never were able to really catch up.
Yeah, but the way they hit the home run ball today, it gave them an opportunity to get back into the game, and they were down 4.
Yeah.
You know, to get back in there, and as Tito says, you made them use their bullpen, their A line, their front line bullpen guys. Had a chance.
Broken bat.
I'll tell you what, the next couple days are going to be tough.
Pat O'Brien play of the game. Back in the 5th inning, Rajai Davis with 2 down. It's a 3-0 green light.
He may want to change his number to 3-0. He's got 2-0 on his back. But boy, he hit that 3-0 pitch, and that's That's special. You don't see that too often. 3-0.
Rajay tied the game down in Cincinnati over the weekend with a was that a 9th inning home run or 8th inning home run? It was 9th, and that's again they went to 12 innings and ultimately beat Cincinnati. But that was a big home run for him.
He had a great series against the Reds.
6 home runs in a doubleheader, most since 1970.
Wow.
That predates you.
Yes, it does. Wow. 1 in game 1 and 5 in game 2.
Redbird, that had to be in Cleveland, right? Not in the old Met. How was Bloomington for home runs, Rick? Was it a home run friendly park?
It was no, it was okay. It wasn't mammoth.
Indians go in order. We go to the bottom of the 9th with the Indians all smiles so far tonight. Cody Anderson started it. Cody Allen looks to finish it. He's got Cabrera, Abreu, and Laurie due up in the 9th. As the Indians try to earn a split of this doubleheader with 2 more to follow over the next 2 days here in Chicago.
Well, yeah, that's what you hope when you come out. It's tough to win 2 in one day. You like to win the first one and hopefully at least give yourself a chance, but they bounced back in game 2 very well. And the long ball, Cody Anderson, the 2 keys in game 2 right now to this point. They need 3 more outs.
Melky Cabrera 2 hits on the night for Chicago. Fastball missed inside. Tomorrow night it's a battle of the undefeated as Josh Tomlin goes against Chris Sale. And then on Wednesday afternoon we'll wrap it up with Corey Kluber and Jose Quintana matching. Both Chicago starters in the next 2 days have ERAs under 2.
Yeah. Well, they're good pitching matchups coming the next 2 days. They should be good ball games. You would going into it, you think low scoring. You think possibly 1-run games. So all the little things that are going to come into play. There's Sale, who's just been phenomenal.
9-0 in 9 starts.
I know it. But you know, he's doing it a little differently this year now. He's not
trying to blow everybody away.
Right, he's not trying to strike everybody out. Remember, he had that string last year where it was 10 or more strikeouts in what, 8 straight games or something like that. He's saving it. He's completing games. He already has 3, and he's pitching.
Now the 2-2.
Nice pitch.
Santana will flip it to Cody.
That's what Santana could take for himself right there. No need to flip it. I mean, he could have beat him to the bag. Just go ahead and tag it.
One down in the ninth. Jose Abreu will be the batter 0 for 3. Jose Abreu 0 for 3 tonight. And a breaking ball in for strike 1. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
This is about as caught in between, and I've said it a couple of times for this guy that we've seen since his time playing against the Indians.
Big hopper to short. Lindor throws out Abreu. 2 down. Well, Rick, I got a really neat note on tomorrow night's pitching matchup. Redbird called up the stats army. And the guys at Stats Research said the last time an Indian starter was 6-0 and faced an opposing starter with a record of at least 6-0 or better was 1988, when Greg Swindell at 6-0 went up against Dave Stewart, who was 7-0.
Oh yeah, he was with Oakland back then. Okay.
You haven't seen a matchup like this for the Indians in almost 30 years. With Tomlin at 6-0, going up against Chris Sale, who's 9-0.
I'm looking forward to it.
We'll have it for you tomorrow night, 8 o'clock Eastern time. Alan Jensen will start it with Indians live here in Chicago at 7:30. Speaking of which, they'll be up next with Indians Live postgame.
You know, and when you play a doubleheader, if you have to split, you'd rather win the second one, because that gives you momentum for the next day.
You go to bed feeling a little better.
If you can't win both, you better win the last one.
Andre's going to try to corral Rajay Davis for Indians Live. Oh, he's
3-0.
Always entertaining. Strike to the outside.
Andre, we're giving you the 3-0 count. We'll see if you can hit it out of the park like he did.
Green light, Rajay.
Yeah, we're going to give you the opportunity.
He's the new green light project.
I think Andre was taking a nap in game 2 down there. He said, no.
The 2-2. Just a bit outside. And a full count. Well, Indians fans having some fun here in the nightcap. The 3-2 pitch is a little bit low, and this one continues. Alex Avila will bat. 0 for 3 on the night with a runner aboard and 2 down on the ninth. Laurie moves into scoring position. Indians do have a 3-man shift on the right side for Avila. Strike to the inside corner. Avila gave up on it, but that ball worked its way over the inside corner. And Chicago down to their last strike. High. And Cody steps away. Reset with a runner at second and 2 down in the ninth. A bit inside, and we're even at 2-2. Should Avila reach, Avisail Garcia would be next. Now Avila wants time. Why not after 6.5 hours? What's a few more minutes? Now the 2-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out to end the ball game, and the Indians split the doubleheader with Chicago. They started the day 2.5 games back in the Central Division, and that's the way they finished the day, as Cleveland goes to 23-20, and Chicago is now 27-19. Cody Anderson with a strong performance gets the win. 7 innings, 1 run allowed on 5 hits, did not walk a batter, and struck out 9. Eric Johnson will take the loss for Chicago, as he was tagged for 5 runs on 6 hits in 6 2/3 innings. So kind of a heartbreaker for the Indians to start the day, Rick, but they finished strong, and they did it with the long ball. 6 home runs this afternoon and tonight combined.
Like we showed you that stat, that you got to go back to 73, 6 homers in the doubleheader. They certainly helped in game 2. Davis is 3-0. It gave him the lead, and Cody Anderson called up to make this start today was great. It was a treat. It was fun to watch him pitch today.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what, if any